Your serenity is your success. If you're breathing that in, the serenity, the embodied serenity within you, when you are serene, when you are unbothered, when you are non-reactive, when you are just blissful in your body, when you are calm and serene and centered and grounded, that is your success right here, right now. And I'm feeling a new level activation this weekend in a reclaiming and a greater. I was hearing that song Higher Like Fire Desire. I may put in a comment or a link to that if you want to listen to the song and that kind of boom boom like pumping up your energy within you, as in you being the frequency and embodying that. What is it that you want to be experiencing is coming to me to guide you if you're feeling you want to be on the right track with that and you want to sustain the frequency, because it's one thing to tap into it and another thing to embody it, to anchor it in, to feel like you're waking up to that new reality every day, that you're constantly evolving and you're not falling back into old patterns or paradigms and continuing to perpetuate the same timeline, that you actually make those shifts within you and you hold them and you anchor them in and you really fully feel them in your body and you know and you move about the world as feeling a new version of you, feeling a new power, knowing that you can activate what it is you're wanting to experience within your own energy body, which makes you truly powerful. So get clear on what it is that you're wanting to experience. And this morning I was feeling a tiredness, like an aching in my body, and just feeling, and this can happen in this upgrade experience, that we can feel the effect on our cellular DNA and our body feels like it can you take a hit or may feel like you've been hit by a truck or whatever. So I pivoted from usual, workout routine and movement and decided on how I wanted to feel and to give myself that. So this is a hack for you. Take it as it resonates. I decided to put some soothing lotion on me and to soothe myself, to give myself a soothing, like, let's take it easy today. Let's give your body a bit of what it needs. I put on clothes that I felt blissful and elegant and empowered or rich in, giving a sense of inner richness and feeling beautiful and feeling vital and feeling elegant and feeling divine, and took my time in getting myself ready and decided as a compromise to go for a walk in nature and to be smooth and slow while giving appreciation for moving my body, for making that choice, for breaking through, even though I was feeling a little bit in pain and feeling a bit strange in my body, was just walking like, thank you for moving my body. Thank you that you're taking it easier on yourself. Watching the inner dialogue and feeling and activating what I wanted to create an experience within my own energy. So that is a trick for you wanting to feel power within you. You're wanting to feel success within you. You're wanting to feel that you are valued and respected, to activate that feeling within your own body and to walk and move as that valued, celebrated, successful person, to be the version of you that loves you so much. And this activation this weekend felt a real heart expansive of energy of how you have done something to declare and to embody and to be an energy of a greater love of yourself and a love of your life and a love of your dream and love of what you're creating. Like something has risen up within you in your own energy, and now you're going into this, like you're in this new level of the video game. I'm saying I'm not getting drawn to the card matrix to exit the matrix. This really is through seeing everything as an act of love. That is truly how you connect to the divine matrix, the divine mother, in seeing how, in the bigger picture, in the totality of everything in cycles of nature, that everything is an act of love. So if you're feeling, for instance, right here, right now, you're feeling an illusion of lack, generate and create the state of abundance within your body. What would be the opposite experience? What would feel better? And then you've got to be and claim and move and breathe and act and show up like the version of you who already is and has what it is you're wanting to create and experience. So watching yourself, that you're not continuing to play out the paradigm of what you're declaring you no longer want to experience because you know better is available to you. So you're no longer entertaining lack. you're now in abundance and breathing and bathing in and exuding and receiving and sharing and being abundant. If you're wanting to feel more receptive, you have to give to yourself. You have to claim energy back into your body to anchor that in, to call your power back, to rest, to be in self nourishment, to be receptive in your energy, to take care of you. I had gone out and I had stopped to have a copy somewhere, and I took a copy of this a big copy of my journal to do the dumping exercise. And I noticed how in my own dumping it had leveled up. You know, there was no energy of complaining, there was no emotional chaos. This is what I would have written in the past. There was noticing that I was actually through my dumping consciously choosing what I was creating in the now. Like this, and I was seeing the shift, like, oh, this is next level, this is level up. And I was pouring into myself, into what I wanted to be creating and experiencing. And almost like a fountain, like replenishing myself and going, oh yeah, that's a lovely thought, that's a lovely affirmation, and breathing it in and just sitting there blissfully and deciding, no, I'm not going to eat here, I'm going to go home to my fruit because that's blissful in heaven for me, and deciding on that. And I have this beautiful bowl of very milky, juicy pudding and peach and strawberries and banana and yummy goodness I'm going to have after this video. Yummy, yummy. But that receptivity, then you can just kind of eat this with feeling abundant, nourished, prosperous, wealthy, rich, divine, empowered, cared for, nourished. I have everything. And just embodying and feeling that energy, beautiful birds flying freely just by there is so beautiful. Go, you have a beautiful day. And allowing yourself to feel that and allowing your reality to reflect that back to you. And it has to feel real and honest and true. And through repetition, you dissolve that disbelief. So, tarot cards that had come out, again, we have the justice. So, if that's feeling that you're wanting justice for something, if you feel in any way something has been unfair, to let that go by claiming and anchoring in the justice, what would that be? How would that, what energy would that create within you? And be mindful that you're not attaching any resentment or bitterness or anger or frustration to it, but just, oh, it's been balanced and restored. My energy is restored. This feels good now. I get to feel good now. I get to love myself more, and I get to see the reflection of that. And that feels fair to me. Like in me balancing that within my own energy, I see that balance reflected back to me in my reality. And that is your true justice in being more true to yourself and more loving to yourself. Take that as it resonates. But it came out again, and it was like, you're the one who has the power to give yourself that sensation and embodiment in you. Like, I've gone to my next level now, and I'm embodying it, I'm anchoring it in, I'm living it. I'm no longer settling for less. I know and I claim abundance, joy, harmony, peace, love, truth, success. And it's a devotional practice to take care of you, mind, body, and soul, to truly feel that and to be it. Other cards that came out are Three of Wands. And this is saying how you may see that achievement on something you've been working towards, whether it's your inner work or what you've been pouring into. There's been some kind of modest reward or feedback from that. And to amplify that, to exaggerate it, to look for the things to celebrate and to drown out anything else, to amplify and magnify what is coming your way and what is successful to you, what is coming into your reality to show and demonstrate to you that you are going the right way, that something is working out, that you are receiving positive results, and to really amplify and magnify them, and to celebrate yourself in process through celebrating any small win as something huge and massive. You amplify and exaggerate and expand on that, and through the embodiment in your body of your success, so your reality has to reflect that back to you. You've got the King of Pentacles, which is very about taking care of home and your values. Like you are your home, and who matters to you, what you value, your highest values. And living by them and living by your principles may not always be easy. It does speak of taking care of financial matters and looking after yourself and making sure that your needs are met. And it's also the energy of following your principles is worth it. And it's also reflected in the Seven of Wands, which had come out, which is to not be swayed by opinions of others. Like, for instance, I was putting out a post on energy healing and training others because I'd had other practitioners send me footage of their practices over the weekend, which to me was like, oh my God, this is profound. From when I started out having my own sessions to offering sessions to then training others to see other people now have like set up their own businesses in doing this with other people and going, oh my God, even though it's been a long road and day in, day out devotion and consistency, which this Saturn in Aries is asking for, that devotion to something beyond you that brings you true inner fulfillment. And it was so fulfilling just to see those messages and things come in yesterday. And just like, oh my God, there's other people out there living their joy and doing something that they love and helping other people because you simply decided to start and you kept going and you kept following those principles that mattered to you. But this is your sign to devote yourself to that, continue to do so, and to anchor in and embody the success that you already are as you move forward. Like you're unstoppable. You're in a new era now of thriving. Nothing can stop you from having all that you require, as in the gold is right here. You are golden. So don't be swayed by the opinions. And on that post, then I was putting out, someone had commented, no, thank you, I prefer to live my life normally. I'm not intending to feed energy to that, but my reaction was to laugh because you can get all kinds of responses that you may come out with, that the human side of us, okay, to be a bit or whatever. And then you can just come into non-reactiveness and just say, yeah, whatever. I mean, you're here, you exist, you have your opinion. And that's it, that this is the true unconditional love in just seeing others as they are and attempting to lean into non-judgment and just giving love to it, that it's all an act of love. And it is an act of love in mirroring to you how your response is different now. You're not even phased. You're actually laughing at that. You're laughing at someone else's opinion. Very insightful, very useful thing to consider is if you're receiving feedback or opinions or advice from someone else, ask yourself whether or not you feel that person has self love and self respect, if they truly care for themselves in mind, body, and soul, and if they're living a life that you would truly value or appreciate or want to live yourself. And if the answer to any of that is no, their opinion just is not valid. And it's not in alignment with your highest values. It's not in alignment with who you're choosing to be and where you're going. And if you feel that that person is living a reality that you would prefer, they are having a lifestyle that you would love to live, they are taking care of themselves, you do feel that they are a frequency that you appreciate and they truly are self loving of themselves, you can feel that. And it's more of a signal to pay attention to their methods or approaches or ways of thinking or mindsets, the actions that they take and the actions that they don't take, because manifestation is a lot about what you don't do. If I'm a person who feels this or does this or says that or acts in this way, what do I not do here? I no longer go there. I don't hang out with these people. I no longer allow myself to think that. I no longer eat these foods. Whatever it is, so that you can be more of who you're choosing to be or claiming to be or wanting to be, to create what is your heaven for you. So this Seven of Wands is just really saying to not pay so much attention to other people's opinions. Allow people to have their opinions. It's a free world. Everyone's allowed to have an opinion. Yet you get to remain aligned with what is heart and soul aligned and guided for you. In the Saturn in Aries transit, it's a call to devotion to your mind, body, soul practices as the foundation, your vessel, your home, devotion to your positive mindset and your embodiment of the frequency that you require and desire, and devotion in the action steps and the structure and the discipline and the ways that you show up and take action in building. You're building on something. You're building on something that you've already started, or perhaps you're realizing what it is you truly do want to build this weekend as you take time to reflect and to look at your internal dialogue and how it is you're truly wanting to feel and what you're wanting to embody, and practicing that, allowing insights to be revealed to you about where it is you're headed and how you can look at everything as an act of love and what would be an even greater act of love for yourself and your mission. How can you be even more loving of you to give even more love to what you're creating and building? How can you give even greater love to the impacts that you're creating and putting out there? How can the whole process of that feel even more loving and firing? I'm now hearing that song again, higher, like fire, desire. And fire element is the energy of burning passion, but it's also protection. To fiercely, and we've got that fire energy in the Three of Wands and the Seven of Wands, to protect what it is that you love. Protect your love for yourself, protect your own heart, as we had that Neptune in Aries also. Protect your heart in the Saturn, what you're working on building, what you're pouring into, what you're taking action on, and allow it all to be more loving of you and the creative process and the action steps themselves. Let me know if this is resonating for you. I'm going to pull an oracle card now. I'm really looking forward to having that beautiful bowl of fruit. How are you? Are you having a beautiful day? Breathe it into your body. Visualize and imagine what it is you're wanting to experience more of and be it right here, right now. It's amazing. You can just decide no longer entertaining that. This is now my reality. And it's a dedication, a discipline to show up for yourself every day as the new you. And you are rewarded so much as you go along. The more you declare, that's not me anymore. That's not me anymore. That's not my reality anymore. That's not true for me. In an energy of love. Okay. We've got the ever unfolding rose cracked open, the heart cracked open. It's all happening for you. It's all the call to you activating, igniting greater love within you and in what you do. And your reality is recalibrating to meet the embodiment of the new you. This is something to actually, in the moment, may feel painful and comfortable and pleasant. And you come to understand that it truly is all an act of love. And it's an invitation for you to be even more you. You're never alone. You're constantly surrounded by your angels and spirit guides who absolutely love you and honor you for your commitment to yourself. It is in loving yourself fully that you fulfillment at the bottom here, that you feel inner fulfillment, and that is reflected back to you. I'm pulling three cards from this deck as guided. What are you building? What are you building? What are you moving towards? I didn't come on yesterday because I was actually doing that work myself in building something that is one of my own dreams. And I was full focus mode. So you have to walk your talk and be what you are saying. No regrets. That is the leadership. Leadership again, following your leader. The due diligence, seeing the big game and purification, purifying yourself in thought, word, and action to gain results. And this is abundance also in that rainfall. I'm going to the descriptions to see if there's anything else. And an opportunity is about to come your way. That what I'm hearing is it may feel beyond the scope of who you think you are or what you feel you're capable of. And you're going to have to see how that's illusion, that this truly is presenting itself to you. because that is truly who you are. Again, that's bringing me the receptive energy back in again to allow yourself to be receptive to opportunities coming your way at this time. Wow, strong energy is coming in there again, perhaps to get open and curious and excited about what that may be. Interesting. It's time to step into the light and take your leadership role. You are a teacher, a steward, a guardian, a healer, a true leader. Own these gifts and come into the light. Don't hold back. Let the world see your light. The greatest leaders are those who know how to serve and act as stepping stones for others to reach their dreams. So your dream could be supporting others in realizing their dreams. That's beautiful. And then to witness the realization of more dreams. Joy. Joy. If you've been hiding in the background, it's time to break out and become the light for others. Through this, your star shines brighter. And when you're the frequency responds. Okay. Use this time to plan for action steps in the future. Be diligent and consistent at each step as you move forward. Doing this, you will harvest tremendous rewards in the years ahead. It's not a time for instant gratification. It's time to clean house, to clear out any clutter, to be mindful of who and what you are entertaining, and to focus on what is truly serving your health and well-being and self-love and self-care and attention, and where you are directing your energy for growth, for your greatest good, and to bring your dreams into being. You deserve to realize your dream. Cleanse and purify your body and your physical space. This is a great time for a detox. After that, Freed. Okay, release outdated energy to invite fresh, clear energy into your life. Eat lightly. Don't take things personally. Release any resentment, guilt, and blame. And I was feeling that and mentioned it before. Purify yourself in word, thought, and deed. Okay. And decluttering is modern day alchemy. If you don't love it or use it, let it go. This card can also represent abundance as flowing. I'd mentioned that. As flowing water is a metaphor for prosperity, and summer is the time of expansion. It does feel from the wands, the energy in the tarot, that relates to the weeks ahead in terms of timelines, if we're going to look at time as an illusion, but a sense of that space or energetics of what you can expect. You're now planning during this time what's coming forward and how you're expanding over the summer. So I'm feeling that in the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're giving more deliberate consideration to what action steps you're actually taking in order to be in your leadership and in order to be the new embodied energy, to present yourself differently, to take different, more bolder actions, but looking at how you're going to do that, how that's going to unfold. So you're bringing in not only the energy of the heart, but also the logical mind in how that may look. Not to get focused on the how, because you allow manifestation to come up. But this could be as simple as looking at your daily routines and looking at what you entertain. For instance, when you wake up in the morning, are you devotional to choosing and setting an intention to be the frequency and to practice embodiment before you start going about your day, so that you're going into your day from the energy that you want to be in rather than from the old program, which is getting the same result and perpetuating that frequency and that reality. So it could be about how you get deliberate about how you are showing up each day and how you're taking care of your mind, body, soul practices. Your devotion to spiritual practices coming in very strong. Make sure that you are consistently devotional to your spiritual practice. So that be energy healing, it's meditation, it's doing qigong, it's even just your exercise, your workout routine, taking care of your rest of your body. Spending time with yourself, journaling, meditating, some self-reflection, perhaps a walk at the end of your day to assess where you felt things were working for you and where they were not and why, to review the feedback from the mirror so that you can take this wisdom into your following day, or even just to set the intention. You're communicating with the universe, I'm evolving here, I'm ready for the next level, I'm growing, let's go better, let's go better. And it's loving of yourself, and it's spending time in being your own inner leader. You can also have a leadership meeting with yourself, as in imagine that you are having a meeting with you as your boss. Like, how are we doing here? What approaches are working, what's not, what can go better, how can we go next level? And visualize and imagine that leader meeting with yourself. That's quite fun. Let me know if you like that one. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up there and go eat lightly and have my fruit. Wishing you a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you for listening, for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Sending you lots of love, and see you in the next one.